Hey, it's Sol bringing you the World of Warcraft. It is February 3rd, 2017, and it is almost time for the news. Let's recap what we did this week. On Monday, I presented 5 YouTubers that you guys asked me to check out and kind of regurgitate back to you guys. They're good channels, I strongly encourage checking them out, but more importantly, you guys gave me a lot more channels to look at. So clearly there's an interest in this series, and I'm interested too to try to get more and more YouTubers exposed. So if you happen to miss that or anything else that I did this week, I'm going to have links to everything somewhere down below. But another reminder, if there are other small channels that you think should get a little bit more love, a little bit more exposure, just let me know in a comment below. I'll put it on my big ass list and I'll get to it. I'm gonna try to do this maybe like every other week or so, maybe every week if I have like a really big volume, and I'm starting to get to that point. My guild and I did our 3rd Prisoners of Warcraft podcast, or PowCast as we call it. We talk shop about game design and get into some crazy ideas like removing specs. Kind of a dumb idea, but it's something that we wanted to explore anyway. Aside from maybe some volume issues, it's not a bad listen if you're on the road, so feel free to check that out. Just a short time ago, I released a video that introduces a new class concept of mine. I don't know if it's a great idea or if it's total shite, but hey, feel free to check it out. Finally, on Tuesday, I got a huge outpouring of support from you folks. I posted a more personal video that, isn't super related to Warcraft itself, so not a lot of people watch it, not a big deal. But I did talk about the status of the channel, I aired some grievances, just kind of talked about myself for a little bit, and you guys gave back a ton of support, and I super appreciate it. So there's a lot of things that I'm going to be doing for the channel in the super near future, but one thing that I'm going to tell you that I'm going to do right now is not do 5 videos a week. Whoo, this is draining shit. I think I'm just finally letting it soak in my head that just because I'm doing this 5 days a week doesn't mean I need to release literally 5 videos a week. So you're gonna expect hopefully a ratio change between the number of videos I put out and the quality of the videos that they are. I guess that's how I say it. So while the release schedule is going to be a little bit staggered again, you can still expect Friday's stuff where I recap anything that I missed throughout the week. The one thing that I want to push and encourage all of you folks to do is to go to your favorite YouTuber, go to one of their more recent videos and just give them a quick shout or even like a private message. Just tell them thank you, because things like that are, for me, I really appreciate it, obviously, and I'm sure that everyone else would too. So, go to 1, 2, all of them, and just tell them, hey, you know what, thank you for your work, and that's it. It's, whatever with the money or the likes or the subs, just tell them, just give us a thank you. Oh, I guess the last thing is that I'll be streaming on YouTube as well. So, I did a test stream last night. I did a normal clear of the Nighthold with the guild really quick. I'm still working on making the audio and visual quality work out and, making some of those alert things work correctly. But yeah, just keep an eye out for whenever I'm streaming. And now the news. Ha 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 ha. As of this recording, the world first race for finishing Mythic Nighthold is still not done. Not bad, Blizzard. Not bad. Right now we have Serenity, Exorcist, and Method at 9 out of 10 Mythic bosses killed. And that is about all there is to say about the race itself. Of course, it's too early to say, just how is Mythic Gul'dan. He ain't dead yet, so there might be bugs, issues, tuning issues. But the hope is that once these guilds finish going through Mythic Gul'dan, they'll be able to look back and say, hey, you know what, Blizzard did a really good job with this last boss, and maybe Blizzard can kind of pat their backs on a job well done for resisting the world's best players for as long as they have been so far. A new patch build was deployed this week, and the most important thing to note is that the class campaigns for like the new artifact level things, all that stuff, as well as the Broken Shore campaign, that stuff is supposed to at least be available for testing right now. Invasions have been enabled since last week, and if you guys don't know, invasions are basically, you take your world, let's take like Azuna, you have your normal world quest thing going on, but then all of a sudden, boom, you're getting invaded. The world quests in Azuna are going to be disabled, and they're going to be replaced with a kind of a different set of world quests that are based on the Legion invading and trying to blow things out. Now, these are not like the invasion events that went on in Azeroth in the old world just before Legion launched. Before, it was kind of a zone-wide effort where people were just kind of mobbing into the area. They'd all kill stuff, fill up a bar, get a lot of experience or what have you, and then kill a final boss for some loot. In this case, it's going to be more like traditional world quests, where the contribution is going to be based on the individual. It's just going to be you performing like these 6 or so Legion world quests. To me, it's kind of a bummer that it's not a huge group effort and that it's just an individual thing. Part of the draw with the invasion events before Legion is that you just had like tons and tons of players just mobbing. It was cool. You would have like shots of like a whole bunch of players just zipping around, on their flying mounts from place to place, and it was pretty chaotic. But it'll be interesting when it's actually live. It's not like you're gonna see On Nuts, the Fell edition. We'll be killing a bunch of mobs, and depending on your server type, like for example, I'm on Bleeding Hollow, and for the most part, it's pretty populated. But on other realms that use a lot of cross-realm, cross-realm technology, I'm sure it's gonna look plenty populated. But again, we'll just have to see. One thing people that have been kind of hounded about it are the crafted legendaries, or whatever the heck legendaries are going to be popping up in 7.2. Some of the big WoW YouTube guys have chimed in with their thoughts, but I don't know. I'm not ready to say anything yet. It's just hard to swallow because it's all data mined information, and I kind of shot myself in the foot the other month when I was talking about the whole WoW token of balance exchange, and I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be like this and this and this, and then so people commented on it, people reacted to it, and we're still waiting for it. So I don't know what to say about it. Well, here's what I do have to say about it. It's all data mined information right now. There is no, quest line. No one really knows exactly what's going on. And it's a mostly accepted belief that the legendary items, these 4 legendary items that you can craft, don't have the special effects on them yet. Like, you can see them, you see they have item level, they have stats, but they don't have an effect on it. At some point in the near future, I'm going to do an overview of what to look forward to in 7.2. In the meantime, I'm going to feature 2 items that interest me at the moment. One is this picture of who is probably, hopefully, Trade Prince Gallywix. The other is that we're going to get a freaking apron as a tabard. So my next transmog set will be... it's going to be a lot of fun. Finally, I think I'll end the news with a question for you folks. There was a post on MMO Champion, well, there was an unproductive post on MMO Champion that, at least off the top of my head, I can't find the post, maybe it was deleted, but it talked about the release of content in 7.2, where on day one of 7.2, it's not going to be day 1 of the Tomb of Sargeras raid on the normal and heroic modes. We're just going to have like the Broken Shore and that sort of content going on for a while. So I want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions and feelings on, well, how's the pacing of the expansion so far? The way that I'm seeing it or experiencing it, we're getting kind of a slow rollout of content, but it's been steady as well. For example, when 7.1 came out, it wasn't just go right into Karazhan. You at least had to do a kind of a brief attunement where, you went onto a bunch of dungeons, did all that stuff, go to Karazhan outside, do some outdoor content, and then you can go in. For the Nighthold raid, while you could walk in right away, there was a lot of optional quest content that you could participate in for rewards like the mount and some extra artifact power. And now with 7.2, our next big patch, we're going to get kind of a delayed raid. We're going to first do some Broken Shore content, and we're not sure exactly how long it's going to take yet, but we can expect to at least wait probably a couple weeks or so until we get access to the Tomb of Sargeras raid. The post on MMO Champion accused Blizzard of, I think the word he said was, it was like double gating content, something like that. For me, I don't know. Using that word is a pretty asinine argument at this point. People just throw that around for anything that they feel like they have to wait for or that they have to work for. Oh, it's time gated. Oh, it's progression gated. Oh, it's gold gated. It's like, so what? Anyway, share your thoughts below. Like and sub if you want more content. I'm out of here. You guys have a terrific weekend and stay breezy. I did it! Yay!